Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another great episode of Bahrain Now, your source of local initiatives, happenings, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Maryam Abdul, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personalities from around Bahrain. So don't go away, we'll be right back. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to a wonderland not that far away from us. A cozy spot that brings everyone together and get on their creative side and have a really good time. We're definitely talking about the Raven's Nest, a place for all to come together. And tonight, joining us to talk to us more about it is Myrna. Good evening, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, how are you?
I am super excited to talk about the Raven's Nest. Finally, it's about time, right?
It is about time.
So how you been doing?
We're good. I'm
Amazing.
personally good.
Amazing.
Business has been going well. Alhamdulillah, we're doing good.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. I mean,
Yeah.
Raven's Nest, to a lot of people right now, it's not just a place to go to. It's becoming a culture of its own, right?
It is.
A lifestyle for
It
a lot
is.
of people. It's just
It is.
a place, like a sanctuary, even to some. Just go there, it's like, I'm now gonna be in the midst of this world and forget about everything else. It's the way you design the place, it's just unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
just beautiful. For those who doesn't know what Raven's Nest is, please let us know.
So Raven's Nest is the best way to explain it is it's a board game cafe.
Okay.
But in parallel, you've got the board games, you've got your coffee, you've got your very fantasy vibe happening, the atmosphere and the music and the kind of drinks we have and all that, and
Right.
the artworks on the walls. But in parallel, we've created so many groups as well. We've got clubs, we've got this space and this safe bubble where people come and express their opinions and share experiences. So it's really been a blessing. Raven's Nest has changed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
changed our lives. And I have a lot of people who I didn't know existed until Raven's Nest.
Oh, yeah.
And people just find each other there, and it's really been quite a journey.
And it didn't end yet. It's just more to come, that's
Exactly,
for sure.
yeah. When COVID hit, we did take a step back. We've slowed down.
Yeah.
We're blessed that we stayed open. We
Amazing.
managed. But honestly, the community was super supportive.
Right.
People were getting together to help us stay on our feet. And
Amazing.
so many people, we have so many people to thank. But
Wow.
now that things are opening up again,
Right.
we're back full speed. We've got so many clubs going on. So we have debate nights,
Yeah.
which we call discussion nights, because people don't really debate, they just sit and discuss.
We discuss stuff.
We have book club
Okay.
every Monday, and almost every week there's a book to read. So
Can you finish a book every Monday?
we've been doing that.
Really?
We've been doing that, yes.
Oh, man.
So if the book is 400 pages or less, 1 week. If it's more than 400, 350, 400, it's a 2-week read. So we've been doing that, and just last Monday we celebrated a whole year, which were 2
Amazing.
cycles of books. So it's been insane, but
can
it's
only
amazing
imagine.
that you have people who are reading, and
Yeah,
we're all
people that are
encouraging
reading.
each other. Yes, and it's great, and you're reading different books every week, and it's so exciting. It's
Wow.
really nice.
What kind of books you've been focusing on recently? Like self-development,
No, we have a
novels?
rule.
We have a rule. Okay, what's the rule?
Yeah, well, after a lot of experimentation, we came
Yeah.
up with the rule that no self-development books, no business books, no
Okay.
philosophy books. So they're novels, they're history.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Well, like it's like 1/3 of the bookstore. At this point.
psychological thrillers. There's a lot
Yeah,
to
I'm
read.
sure
So
of
we've
it.
been going through them.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I still remember when like Raven's Nest took off, and that's it, and everybody's like talking about it, and I'm like, this is very amazing. It's just interesting. Now, my question is that what made you even think of having it to begin with?
honestly, my partner and I, it was basically, where would we want to go tonight? What do we want to do? Okay, well, we didn't know at the time. We searched places where we can, play board games and have that vibe. We wanted the vibe, the books, the fantasy, the magic, the cool drinks.
Right.
We didn't have that at the time, and the concept is very create something you wish existed.
Yeah.
And we
Feel
did
you.
that.
Amazing.
We did that. We put a budget together and we did some research and it was born.
Amazing. It's
Yeah.
like more like a leap of faith at this point, I guess, right?
We knew that there were people interested. We knew there are geeks like us.
Okay.
Well, there had to be somewhere.
Yeah, of course.
And we need a place to gather. You have the D&D community, the Dungeons and Dragons community.
Do we now?
Yeah, and you play yourself. So
I didn't do too well. My character is still in development. Actually, he's on hold right now. I forgot what he was called.
I don't know.
Barracuda? What?
I don't play myself. I tried. I cannot.
Yeah, I'm like, how? Yeah, it's not easy.
It needs mental
It needs life.
power. It needs imagination.
It-
It needs
yeah.
a lot of things which I don't have.
And I don't have accents. I can't do accents. Like,
I can't. Yeah.
it's like
Same.
the DM has to actually pretty much make
Role
you
play.
live, you know, the moment. And Khalid Dosari, big shout out to
Yeah.
him. This guy is a master on his own when it comes to dungeon,
is.
being a DM himself.
He is.
A dungeon master, not direct message for those. And then he puts all these accents together. I'm like, I'm watching a movie.
Yeah, it's so nice. The background music, the characters, the stories. I mean, when we first opened, Khalid and his group,
Right.
they ran every single Sunday
Amazing.
for over a year.
Amazing.
One campaign, and I was there, and I was running book club at the time, and I was listening, you know, and they're so invested, and it's a full-on production.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's such a nice hobby.
You know, it's so amazing to have Raven's Nest, giving them that space just to be there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say even only a bubble, but more of a sanctuary. You can go there, and the place is designed beautifully in the sense you go in, it's like, I am in a Harry Potter place right now. That's it.
That was the point.
I am here to feel how people would feel in a Game of Thrones episode. I am here at Raven's Nest. I just love that.
Yeah, that was the whole vision I had when I was designing the place. The wood, the books,
Oh, wow.
the menu even, right? You
Yeah.
have a lot of magical drinks on the menu as well. And so there's the book clubs, there's the debate nights, we have movie nights.
Okay.
Sometimes people gather and just talk about a genre, or we have a live screening.
Okay.
We started a women's only club. We posted about this today.
Okay.
So women getting together and discussing issues, and basically it's just sharing experiences and learning from one another.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
It's
We started the mental health club
mental health club.
once a month. Yes. Hamad is supporting the
Okay.
Nourisher.
Okay.
So he's also on board. And the beautiful thing is you have all these people who are getting together to support the community.
Right.
Right. And all the people who are running these clubs, no one gets paid. So no one comes to me and like, okay, I want
Wow.
you to pay me X amount to run the club for you.
Beautiful.
It's just supporting the community. We had a trivia night. We have, and these are all things we want to do on a monthly basis and or weekly basis even.
You know, for a lot of people, you are definitely the best case study. What should anybody do to have an organic system or an ecosystem built upon? Because a lot of people come in, they'll spend a lot of money and they'll say, oh, we need to pay this guy and that guy to talk and all that kind of stuff. They do it once or twice and the momentum dies. Whereas you created a space, it just, you know, it
Yeah.
just beautifully scattered, and people come in, they know they can do what they want to do because they're doing it because they want to. And you just create this formula that's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how, but it happened.
It happened. Again, no one knows anyone. We have sketch nights on Wednesday.
Sketch nights. Oh, we're
Yes.
not ending here.
It's like now I'm trying to remember.
How
what
do you
I
keep up
missed,
with all
what
these
I missed.
clubs, you know, happening in Raven's Nest?
It's just people exist. Just create the post and people get together. And the whole thing started honestly with discussion nights.
Okay.
That's how it started. And book club was the first book club, but it was the first club we actually did. But
Okay.
discussion nights were the nights where there was a time where we were discussing men's rights.
Men's rights. Okay.
Yes,
I see.
and like the duties and expectations that are put on
Okay.
a man.
Wow.
And that night we closed down and we were there for 5 hours.
5 hours
till
only?
2 in the morning. Yes, and you have this room filled with like 35 people like in a row, and everyone has a story.
I want to start a club. I'm not sure what, but I feel like ADHD club. I mean, it's like that. Go over there.
Honestly, there are lots of people who just want to be heard and want to be
Right.
seen and want a platform to talk in a safe place. And what we stress on the most is so we don't cut you off. So you can, the club is open
Beautiful.
time-wise.
Beautiful.
You're not restricted. So if you're expressing, we won't
Okay.
be like, okay, you need to stop, someone else needs to talk. You
Right.
can go on and on.
Right.
And there's a no judgment zone.
Love that.
And,
Love that.
yeah.
Love that.
And it's really, it touched my heart.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, when we used to gather for such long hours, and you're just sitting there having a conversation with someone, and people are playing board games, but the place is small. Everyone can hear everything. And you get a guy who just comes and be like, I heard you talking about blah, blah, blah. Can I ask? And you're,
Oh.
sure, here, have a seat. And you wouldn't imagine something like this happening, and it happens.
Love that.
And
Love that.
just everyone, like today when you have the community and the regulars, no
Right.
one knew anyone before. And now it's like they're like family, and
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. Now, although we can talk forever about what's going
Yeah.
on here with Raven's Nest, but seriously, if I would say something right now on TV, it's thank you. We appreciate you and the community, and you know, putting together this place. It's just amazing. So
Yeah.
Bahrain appreciates you big
Thank
time
you.
for that. Any last words to your viewers right now?
I really want to thank everyone who, if it wasn't for the community and the people who believed in us and came and supported, we wouldn't have stayed open. And it's not just the board games and the drink, it's the people themselves. And like every year, and our anniversary is every Halloween, and we have the Halloween dress up thing. And every year it feels like a thank you to the community and to
Right.
everyone who believed in us and trusted us with their stories.
Amazing.
It's a blessing.
It is. Well, you're a blessing yourself, Raven's Nest.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
with us
Bara.
right here on Bahrain Now. Finally, we get to talk about Raven's Nest on TV.
Thank you so much.
Much
Thank you for your
appreciated.
time.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to get lost in that beautiful world of the Raven's Nest is a blessing on its own. All that took place right here with the interview with Maryam right here on Bahrain Now. Ladies and gentlemen, we take photos as a return ticket to moments that we wish would last forever. Our next guest is a certified Bahraini photographer, Maryam Abdul. Good evening, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am excited pretty much to know more about your journey as a photographer, so tell us more about that.
Okay. I started as a kid. My father actually found this talent in me.
Okay.
Maybe I was about 8 or 9 years old.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. So I started with a small camera.
Yeah.
And I entered into a competition.
Nice.
It was actually just for fun, but my dad saw the talent, and his friends actually talked to him and told him, like, she has a talent, you have to build that.
Amazing.
He just left the camera with me
Okay.
and started challenging me, giving me some kind of challenges, and if I did good, he'd like give me a present or something. So yeah, I was up for the presents, but not the talent. I was too young to think about that. But
Okay.
right now, I'm very thankful that he did
Amazing.
this. Yeah,
What was that camera he gave you the
it
first
was
time?
like a Sony, a small camera.
Really? With
compact one.
film and stuff?
No, it wasn't film. It was actually digital by the
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah.
That's back in my time.
I actually tried the film ones. Yeah, I did try the film ones.
It's like back in the film days, half of those pictures are burned.
Exactly.
and it's like, I hope it doesn't burn.
Exactly.
Stay away from the sun. Wow, great. So you had that start, and of course, big shout out to your dad for doing that. Much appreciation for him discovering the talent. So how long have you been doing it now, if I may ask?
About 12 years.
12
years professional.
Okay.
When I went to college, I went and studied HR in the States.
Okay.
And over there, I was I saw that they had a course in photography, like a 3-month class, but
Okay.
it was part of School of Arts, and I was in School of Business, so I
Right.
wasn't allowed to actually take a program over there.
Okay.
So I had a chat with the administration there, and they were like, you have to meet with the professor, and if he accepts, then they will let me take the
Oh,
program.
there's a lot of ifs here.
Yeah, so I actually sat with him and showed him my work. I was using only auto, like everything was auto from the camera.
Right.
So he saw some potential, and he accepted me.
Okay. Awesome.
And yeah, I took the program, and he started pushing me so hard. Yeah, he made me work on 3 projects in the States.
Okay.
And I got my name out there. I got
Amazing.
my pictures in the Museum of Arts.
Beautiful.
And yeah, over there I just continued. Recently, last year, I took a professional certificate from Cornell University,
Okay.
which is in digital photography as well.
Wow. Wow. It was like having the talent was not enough, but now you want to put a stamp on it. You want to give it a label.
Yeah, to be honest, like that's what people want to see. Like if you have a talent,
Very interesting for you to bring
yeah,
that up. Yes.
if you have a talent without like a certificate that says you have this talent, it's not taken into consideration unless
Right.
it's written.
I had the same talk, but not with photography, with something else on that same place right now. And they told me, yeah, well, even though we can be the super talented people, but at the end of the day, it's that little PhD or DR or a certificate that pretty much just puts a label on it. So it's very
Yeah.
interesting you actually brought it up. Appreciate the actual, transparency. Now, you discover that beautiful talent that you have. And I would say you're self-taught to a certain amount of time, and then you went professional and all of that. So now with photography and what's happening now, where do you see yourself? What is the future for?
Okay. Right now, I entered into a film showcase
Yes.
program. Yeah. So this program actually kind of changed my my future way of thinking, I'd
Okay,
say.
interesting.
So this program is done by the Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs,
Okay.
and in collaboration with the U.S. Embassy.
Mm.
Both of them collaborated with the University of Cinematic Arts
Okay.
to put a program together about filming. So right now we're working on a project.
Interesting.
This project is basically a documentary film
Okay.
about فن الصوت,
Okay.
which is the first type of Bahraini music.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's about Mohammed bin Faris as well. So I was the director of the movie.
Amazing.
So right now I'm really interested in this field, and I would like to continue directing Bahraini films.
Okay.
I see Shahid have Saudi films right now. There are many of
It's
like
happening, yeah.
Arabs. Yeah. So I really want to see Bahrain's name over there.
Totally, definitely. I think we're just like a few inches away to see a Bahrain production
Yes.
in one of the big platforms out there. And from my understanding as well, one of the members here of the crew is actually working with you, Abdullah.
Yes, Abdullah. Yeah,
know-
Abdullah's with us. He's really good.
Amazing,
really good.
amazing. Wow. So photography, filmmaking, and all of that kind of stuff, and blending together. Do you feel there's a balance to it, or now we're giving more time to filmmaking over photography?
There is a balance to it.
Okay.
To be really honest, if we see the future in Bahrain, not just in Bahrain, I mean like the world, digital visual art is taking over.
Okay.
It's like social media is taking over.
Mm.
So yeah, this is like the head of the game right now. So this is my focus:
Okay.
photography and filming, both combined together. I don't want to go into the part of the designing a lot,
Okay. Okay.
although the designing is part of it, but
Definitely.
I'm mainly into photography and videography.
Amazing. I mean, when it comes to photography, where do you see yourself? What genre do you see yourself pretty much excelling at?
Okay, I mainly do portraits,
Okay.
but I'm like a shining star in food photography.
Amazing.
Yeah, so food photography is like my go-to thing. Many people know me as a food photographer, but I do other stuff as well.
I'm sure you do. I'm
Yeah.
sure you do. Wow. So now, it goes without even a doubt for me. In this show, sometimes when we see that there's a certain spark with somebody or a certain thing going on, especially with artists, we ask them this question. I've been asking to everybody right now, and you are
Okay.
no exception. Of course, you are definitely on the beautiful lineup. If right now somebody would just hear this and see this interview and say, you know what, man? Wait, I would like to give her a check with 1 million Bahraini dinars. what you gonna do with that? What kind of project, artistic creative project you wanna invest in?
I would do the first Bahraini film and directly give it to Netflix to be kept there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of film we're talking about here? Horror, drama,
No,
romance, comedy?
Maybe about women empowerment.
Woman empowerment, okay.
Yeah, maybe about women empowerment. I don't have like something in mind right now,
Okay.
but definitely that approach.
Okay.
It would make me happy. And you know what? The thing that I hate, that I really hate, is whenever
Tell
I
me.
go to the States,
Okay.
when I tell them Bahrain, they're like, where's that?
Well, at least, okay.
Where's that? Like, so I either say next to Saudi or next to Dubai, and they were like, oh, okay. I hate that.
Okay. Okay.
So I want to see Bahrain's name out there. I want to see. I want them to think that we are moving in the right direction. Now,
Yes, we are.
many people right now in the filming agency, I'd say, are looking into Mexicans, Spanish people.
To portray arabesque roles?
No, into filming, like
Okay.
talking about films. It's either America, UK, Spain, Mexico,
Okay.
and Korea. Those
Oh, yeah.
people are
Korea
well
right now
known.
is
Yeah,
pretty much,
those people are. Those countries are well known in filming right now. So I really want to get us out there.
Well, let's do it, right? How can we
Yeah.
help you?
I don't know. Give me that check.
Let us know pretty much in our next episode right here on Bahrain Now. What can we help you with? Definitely. Right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, with that being said, what would you like to say to your viewers right now? An advice, a word of inspiration?
Live your dream
Live
and
your
never
dream.
stop. I had a dream once, and I'm still doing it. Some people think that I have reached there, but to me, it's not the end. It's just the beginning.
Amazing. Amazing. And we cannot wait to see that film coming to life, definitely.
Inshallah, it will be on cinema actually.
Of course.
Bahrain Cinema on Sunday.
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
Let's go. Let's go. Pretty much putting my schedule in and making it happen. Well, it's an honor and pride to actually have you right here on Bahrain Now. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, live your dream and never stop. All that took place with an interview right here with Maryam Abdul on Bahrain Now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the finish line. A huge thank you to all of you for watching us at home, and of course, a huge thank you to all our guests joining us here tonight. Of course, as always, be sure to reach us out on our social media accounts shown below. We love hearing from you. This was Maryam Abdul. Till next time, Bahrain, goodbye and God bless.